Um, Lauren is so fun fact. In addition to being the highest level player in this game, Lauren also has the greatest amount of influence points of any player. So when that comes into effect, wow, Carl, you have a lot of influence too. Um, when that comes into effect, like Lauren is going to be kind of like one of the head honchos of this adventuring party because when Lauren calls shots, like influence. I don't understand what I'm looking at, but I appreciate it. um, so thank you, Carl. Um, you don't have to apologize, by the way. I I just have like pet peeves, and I mostly like I I'm getting better about not banning people whom I would consider like a friend type, good participant in the channel. Like I I banned too many people who I would have considered like otherwise like entirely like good and positive contributors to the channel. And at a certain point I was like, I should stop doing that. So I'm getting better. uh, thank you, Carl. All right, I'll stop telling people about that, Lauren. You can be the secret puppet master pulling the strings from the shadows. All right. Yeah. So I guess shadow bans. I mean the only thing that they needed to do was to make it so that players couldn't exploit the system, make it so that players couldn't game the system. And I think other than that, yeah, I'm gonna make that the case, and then they'll also troll face, and uh, and then that I think that'll be that. Uh, um, all right, so um, so is that is that trollish? Maybe a little slightly yellower. That's well, yeah, no, that's good. That's sufficiently trollish. Save as. Uh, I'll call it adventure uh, one underscore or adventure zero underscore troll or troll zero, I guess. Yeah, yeah. So now, uh, when we load in the adventure image, we should also load in the troll image, and then when we blit characters, we should blit their face based on who they are inside. um, not to sound overly dramatic. So, yeah, where do we load that in? Adventures. So, wait, what? Oh, yeah. Excuse me. So, I guess troll I. Wait, what? Whatever. There's no animation to the face right now, so I'm just not going to add animation. If I want to add animation later, I can always do that if I feel like it. So troll 0.ping. Save that. And alright, so now when we're blitting characters, here. Is it? No, here. Yeah, here we go. All right, so right now we're just splitting this, but what we want to do is say uh, if pdict if player dictionary index parade index I, so like the current character in question, dot band, then we will want to do basically the same thing, except with the troll whatever instead. So right, so instead of advs AI, it'll just be troll yar. Save that. Right, I just called it troll, right? I think. I forget. Yeah. All right. And so, yeah, I'll ban myself, I guess. User, no, projects. Hey, beer. I was just talking about banning people. We're working on a feature to ban people. Welcome. Alright, so I will ban myself by, I mean, I guess it's probably going to be something very simple. It's probably just going to be like, where am I going? I'm in the B's. I was going to JRNE again. It's going to be something fairly straightforward. So just like new text document, band, .txt, yes, or something. I don't know. And then, that's true. Technically, I permabanned you on purpose, Carl, but I accidentally left you permabanned. And Carl had to log into a different account just to come back to explain to me. Yeah. Yeah, so we're the game that I'm working on, I'm making a way to ban players from it because some players are just trolls. And actually the feature will literally turn them into trolls. It will turn their faces green. So it should be fun. I'm having fun anyways. But yeah, right. So what did I just named I just made the troll file just say, or the band file just say like yes band.txt. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now when we're adding experience, we just don't in the case that they're banned, which is fine. The adventure has the band okay. So when we're adding in an adventure, like we do with some of the other things, we're going to do another thing. Yeah, so the game we're working on is actually what you see scrolling along the bottom of the screen down there. It's like a light adventure game. I'm describing it as. I'm calling it Side Quest, and it's like a text-based. It's supposed to play out differently. Right now, the computer is playing Game Master, and so the computer as GM will you'll see. Actually, the next one should be fairly soon. They're events that occur. If you watch in the chat channel for actually, when it happens, we have an audio event now that plays. So like you'll hear a sound effect, and then in the chat channel, Trusty Bard will explain to you the nature of the event. Carl, I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate the thought behind what you're doing. Although, as I was explaining earlier about pet peeves, it's not a matter of cheer. It's a matter of like stress level. Oh hey, speak of the all right. So quick point about pet peeves. It has nothing to do with cheer. Like I can be entirely otherwise cheery, but It's about stress levels, and if you keep harping on the same thing, like I honestly don't care what it is. If like you could send me like $100 bills, but if they're $100 bills that remind me of how annoying something has been, I'm going to find those things annoying, and I'm just going to find them annoying. I'm going to find them perpetually annoying, and I'm eventually going to ban them from the channel. Sorry, that metaphor did not carry. um, so, anyways, yeah. Um, yeah. So, what were we doing? We were implementing. Uh, so, yeah. So let's look. Okay, so when we're loading in a player, we have to check if there's a band .txt. Uh, oh yeah, and we don't just set stuff to be stuff. We actually have to do uh, I I would say be careful who you kick in the face, and this is just general life advice, right? Like, I mean, there are All right, well, no, you can kick anyone then. It sounds like I think you could probably get away with anything. Us mere mortals have to be careful about who we kick in the face. But no, you're good. You kick whomever you want. Um, all right, so oh yeah, so for this we want to yeah we don't want to just hard set the contents of we don't want to hard set band to be the contents of this because band is a boolean. So what we want to say is if pdata.read equals yes, then we want to say pdict index name dot band equals true. That's all we have to do there, because in the case that band equals anything else, we don't have to set them to band. So actually, I guess I shouldn't have. Well, yeah, no. Before I work on the command to actually ban people, I'll just check that the band command is in fact working, or like that players with that set are in fact banned. So I might have to restart the script. Actually, okay, so I do have to restart the script, but before I restart the script, is there anything else that I have to do? I made it so that trolls can't gain experience, and I made it so that their face is blit green. So, yeah. Other than that, what? You're a knockoff beer. Beer 1234. That is the least original thing that anyone has ever named themselves on the internet. No. You're the least original thing that anyone has named themselves on the internet since Beer 123. All right. Sorry. I don't like spending time interfacing with jerks, but I do indulge every now and again. I you know, it's not going to kill you to get a little salt in your diet, so. Beer 1234. All right. So I think I'm banned now. I think if I restart the script, I'm banned. All right. This is not going helpful places. So you get an hour to think about how you can maybe come back and actually no. Beer 1234. While you're quiet for the next hour, I'm gonna strongly suggest either you stick around and you figure out something like not boring and stupid to do in this chat channel, or if you really can't do that, then like consider going someplace where you can be a happy person, because like there's I don't know, like at a certain point, like you have to think about like this is all we get to do on the earth. Like today, I have tomorrow, probably I have however many days after that. I'm gonna die eventually. Like, what do I want to spend that time doing? Like, do I want to spend that time like going into people's channels and like acting like just a completely like useless person? Like, yes, that's an option. Like, if that's what you want to do, this this is the part where I really strongly implore you to just like look at whether like what are you doing and what's making you happy, and maybe in the case that you are doing something and it's not literally making you happy, like I just I don't know. There are better ways to live. um, so yeah, I can be kind of mean, Carl. I try and be mean only when it's appropriate, though. Uh, like I try not to start stuff, for example, but I'll end stuff. All right, so all right. Well, if you think what I have to say is comparable to something Socrates might say, I take that as a compliment. I also restart the script because I've been saying for a while now that I'm supposed to do that, right? I have to restart the script, so sorry, the script is going down for just a moment. And I'm going to keep it down for just I should have kept the script down when I was making my impassioned speech about following your heart. Oh, yeah, and while I was talking about that, you followed, Beer. 1, 2, 3, 4. So thank you for your viewership and your support. I appreciate it. But really, no. I mean, like, if you're not happy here, find someplace that you're happy. I really have to. I really have to strongly implore you to do so. Um, so um, Trusty Bard has departed the chat channel, so that's good and stuff. And um, uh, sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm not just wasting time like mooshing my face around, but no. So right, so if I start the script again too soon, Trusty Bard, like IRC won't tell Trusty Bard about all the other characters that should be in the game, and so the only way I've found to avoid that is to leave the script offline for a moment, and if I do that, then usually it works. So, I mean, I guess I didn't have to do that. I kind of did though. That was probably long enough. I think, probably, maybe. Let's find out. Let's find out if that was enough time. Wow, indentation error. How about that? Where? Right. I completely did not finish this thought, and I don't actually plan on finishing this thought either. So I'm just gonna comment this thought out temporarily. All right. So save that. Yes, no one cares about that error. So wow, I need to change this UI because those buttons are way too big. Tom, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. So what we just did was to make me a troll. I am now an official troll in this game. So we see we see Trusty Bard marching across the screen now, and in not much time, IRC will hopefully tell Trusty Bard about all the other characters that are in this party. Hey, there we go. Right? Yeah. Someone's probably... Yeah, alright. No. Yeah, we got players. Alright, so one of these players should be troll-faced. One of these players should be a complete troll-faced troll. And that player should be me. I should probably pay attention to names, because if I see my character and I'm not troll-faced, then that means something has gone wrong. But it could just be that I haven't entered the screen yet. Is that me? Please don't be me. I want this to be working. I want this to be work. Aww, this is not working. Wow. No, there are just a lot of people here, huh? Maybe that's all. Maybe it will work. I'm just at the end of the line, and there just happen to be. Oh, I'm troll-faced. I'm troll-faced. I'm troll-faced troll. Yeah. All right. So one thing I'm noticing is that Yeah, that that's what you get for reaching like 400 experience points or anything. You get a mod sword. um, all right. I think my face is a little too bright green. I don't look troll faced. I look like radioactives. So first order of business will be to change that to be a little bit darker. No, don't change the hue again. Change the lightness down a little bit. Oh no, I should be using like brightness and contrasts. No, we don't need more brightness. We need less brightness. A little bit of contrast. We don't want to lose the contrast. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I guess it's okay if if troll eyes are a little bit darker than the average person's eyes. Yeah, so let's try that, I guess. But that's a excuse me. That's a relatively minor detail. I'm mostly glad that that the system is working. So, all right. So, I guess now the next time I'll leave the script running with myself as a troll, and then the next time an event occurs, I'll try and participate and see what happens. Because it should treat like it should. I'll see if I can get the initiative. Well, okay, so I have the audio effects, and unlike most people, I can actually hear the audio effect and respond like immediately because I don't have stream delay. So I can try and get the initiative bonus, and because like so yeah, the kind of weird thing is that it should hmm yeah, it kind of, I mean, a lot of the way like the way a lot of the trusty bards like messages are set up, like it would imply that a troll faced player might still gain experience. So I might have to look at that and reconsider some of that stuff. Um, hmm. I mean, the easy and obvious one would just be to remove the experience points, like direct references to experience point values from those messages. Um, I could just like I could keep them because like I kind of did that for like multi events. I kind of had to remove the experience point messages because for multi events like was and in similar way like it just didn't correlate like the amount of experience points that would have been displayed there just didn't correlate to the adventures and how much experience points they actually gain. So I could just take a cue from that and remove it from more places. So like initiative bonus could just say what does it usually say? It says like swift action initiative bonus +1 experience for adventures. So it could just say swift action initiative bonus for adventures. Uh, hmm. Yeah. So you don't actually have to check how much experience you have. Oh, yeah. Well, so I just restarted the script. So normally I won't be restarting the script like so often. The way you check your experience points is that once you participate in an event, one when it shows your name tag, it will also show your experience points. So it doesn't show experience points for players who haven't participated in an event because if a player doesn't participate in an event, maybe they don't care about experience, maybe they're not here to play side quests, and maybe they wouldn't care for that actually to get shown. But yeah, as soon as a player participates in an event, then their experience points show, and so yeah, you can just every time your character marches across the screen, it'll show you how many experience points you got. Excuse me, sorry, 1 second. Um, excuse me, sorry. Yeah. What yeah. So all right. These buttons are still too wide. They're all the same width, despite the fact that these ones are supposed to be narrower. So maybe I should do them on a separate line or something. I don't know. Uh, Maybe buttons just can't get. Maybe T Kinter just doesn't know how to change the size of a button or something. I don't think I want it to be. so wide because my secret control panel is supposed to comfortably fit off screen. And like if I can't actually reach the 0 button if it's this wide, or else I have to leave it on screen. So yeah, I'll just put it on a new line, I guess. Or I could just use the Excelsior button. I don't know. I'll try the new line, and if it gets distracting, I can use the Excelsior button instead. My favorite song right now, or like ever? Ooh, that's a tough question. I have to think about that one. Um, so hey, event time. So yeah, if you participate, oh yeah, I'm supposed to participate in this event. Ride Griffin. All right, so I should get the initiative bonus, or it should list me amongst those who get initiative bonus. um, so there should be a few people getting the initiative bonus, like 4 people getting the initiative bonus so far, right? Me, PSP, Redonkules, Lauren, Carl. Oh, 5 people. Me, PSP, Redonkules, Lauren, Carl. Yeah. So it should say initiative bonus +1. Yeah, 5 adventures. All right, so I did in fact get the bonus for that. So that was cool. Cool stuff. Carl. Oh, about the favorite song. I haven't answered that yet. Did you mean like favorite song of all time or favorite song right now? Because either way, I have to think about it. But if you tell me which one you're more interested in, I can think about that one instead. All right, and then all right. So the event should conclude. All right. So the event should conclude soon, and when the event concludes, the 4 people who participated, except for myself, we should now see their experience points. We should see the messages that say like plus experience, blah blah blah. Whoa, Lauren, you got a mouse friend? Seriously? How much experience do you have right now, Lauren? I feel like that's got to be a bug. I mean, maybe not, but like, seriously? Wow. So, Lauren. Sorry, I just like, because, oh, Binry +4. No. No, Trollface. No +4. What? That was not correct. That was not correct at all. um, Level 13? Really? I'll try not to do anything excessive, of course, but I feel like that's got to be a bug. Because you just leveled up recently, like relatively recently, because you just got the dark shirt earlier this afternoon. That just feels like too fast. But let me double check. Because like at the level you are, it should take a little bit longer, I feel like, in order to level up. Like, I mean, well, let me think. The game's been running for like well, alright, so yeah, so like let's say you got the black shirt like around 6 hours ago. So the game's been running for 6 hours, and an event occurs approximately once every 15 minutes. So maybe a little more. Like let's say 5 events happen per hour. So like 5 events times 6 hours, that's like 30 events, 30 events, and let's say you get like on average 4 experience per event. That's 120. Yeah, no, I guess that's feasible. Yeah, all right. So I mean I'm not upset, of course. I mean it's awesome that you're leveling at that rate. I just the reason I got alarmed is that it seemed like you might that you might literally be experiencing a bug, but I mean that could be legit, I guess. So yeah, congratulations. I'm probably gonna have to make more character art tomorrow. I mean, not that you'll be max level tomorrow, but just that you're leveling so fast. Which no, that's fantastic. I'll continue not to be necessarily like my reaction will probably continue to be skepticism. Like you're probably gonna level up a lot, and you're probably gonna you know, I mean, you've certainly been the leader so far, and I apologize if I'm not more congratulatory, because at a certain point I'll be more certain that like there aren't bugs, and then I'll be more congratulatory, I think. But like my initial reaction at this point is like that's got to be a bug. That's got to be a bug. Anyways, so yeah, how many experience points do you have altogether? What? 442. That's a lot of experience points. Hold on, let me check my rubric. Because I do have a chart now. It's like the mouse is what level? The mouse is level... I don't remember. But like 400... Yeah. Yeah. That is legit. The math checks out. Alright, cool. Yeah, so again, congratulations, Lauren. That's why I made you mod, because you're so good at this game. um, Alright, so, yes, yeah. Yep. Alright, so yeah. What was what was I doing? Oh yeah, why did I gain experience? Or why did it say I gained experience? Like, did I actually gain experience? Because it said I gained +4 experience for that last event. But I mean like the whole band thing is working in most places, but like here for add experience, like the only time it should be adding experience is if not banned, which I very clearly am. So was it lying about the experience gain? No, because like I don't think it would have been. Oh wait, maybe it was. Hold on, let's go down to event processing, because it might be that. Because like the +4 or whatever that it shows there, I think is actually added in separately. Oh no, I haven't yet, Carl. But yeah, keep reminding me, because I do owe you 5 experience points for the time that I accidentally banned you, or accidentally left you banned for too long. So yeah. Where does this happen? It's around here, right? This is event. Yeah. So, oh, at experience gain. Yeah. All right. So, well, that was a lie. I'm not actually gaining experience, but so that's an important thing to point. That's an important thing to notice, because yeah, maybe I'll just reset gain for yeah, because gain is that value that shows up for like the plus gain equals how much experience points you have, and it is tracked separately. It just, in every other case before, it assumed that you were actually gaining experience when you gained experience, which always had been the case before. So it said I gained 4 experience, although I didn't actually. And so I guess what I want to do there is, well, yeah, no, I can kind of do that thing that I implied before, where like for trolls, like it would actually literally say like +0 equals etc etc. So I think I might actually do that. So, oh yeah, the question about music. Oh yeah, so in terms of like music recommendations, I can give music recommendations. I just it's hard for me to pick one because I like a lot of things. What music would I recommend right now? I got a little detached from music recently. I've been listening to like I've been listening to stuff, but I've been listening to like just basically anything. So I haven't been putting a lot of thought into music lately. All right, I'll come up with a good music recommendation. Um, so wait, what is this? Please don't about. Uh, don't come up with a music recommendation. Oh, it's just important to you that I listen to good music. You don't actually want a recommendation. You just want to check that I listen to good music. Well, then, yeah, I listen to rock and metal and a teeny bit of country, of course. Do I pass the test? All right, gain. Yeah. All right. So gain. Uh, yeah. So, yeah. Right. So, I guess I guess I can do this one. When would be the right time to add gain? When a player gets added to the, no, huh? I guess the right time to zero out gain is when oh, gain A. Oh, we can do it here. Yeah. Right. So if band, if pdict etc band, then gain A equals 0, else gain A equals etc etc, gain equals 0, blah blah. All right, so yeah, so now I think it will, like, it was never actually giving me the experience and it still won't give me the experience, but I think now it will, it should say +0 equals, and that's because I'm a troll. uh all right, what are your top 3 songs ever? That I can do. That won't take me as long. uh Hit me, Carl. What are your top 3 songs ever? And while you're doing that, I will. Hey! All right, well, that's actually timely because I should. Well, no, I didn't restart the script, so yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, well, I will check that it wasn't actually adding experience. So like, coward, because I had 7 experience points. Whoops. Oh, whoops. That's not our answer. uh, whoops. All right, well, I still got the initiative bonus. I like. Oh man. Well, I guess it's good that I guess it makes sense that I associate the that noise with the secret control panel, but no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I never changed the order of the buttons. So like, yeah, so column span equals 5, row equals 5, column equals, I don't care, column span equals 5. I really have to do column span for these buttons because they don't seem to change size no matter what their column span is. So, whoop. Oh yeah, energies of suburbia. Wow, yeah, you like. Wait. You you Bohemian Rhapsody was one of your favorite songs, but you warned me about the length of Jesus of Suburbia. Is Bohemian Rhapsody not actually that long? I mean, because it goes all over the place, but I guess actually it moves pretty quick too. How, I don't know. I think of it as being very long, but yeah, no, those are fine choices. Those are Those are quality songs. So, uh, Bohem. Sorry, I just have to look this up now. Bohemian Rhapsody. Uh, just tell me how long it is. I don't want to actually play it. I'm not supposed to actually play it. Oh, it's only like 6 minutes long. Hmm. It's funny. I thought it was longer. I mean, it just goes all over the place. Like, right? They, if they'd stretched it out a little bit longer, they could have made it like easily like 20 minutes. All right. So what's happening with Journey? So the event should. Alright, so yeah, let's look at the initiative bonus. 5 adventurers got the initiative bonus. Is that correct? Lauren, Binri, Carl, PSP King, Redonkulous. Alright, that sounds correct. So now when the event concludes, which should be quite shortly, Redonkulous +3 experience. Lauren +3 experience. Who else? Binri +3. Oh, right, because I didn't restart the script. But it still says 7. See, look, I didn't actually gain any experience. So Binri, yeah, so that gain value was showing up incorrectly, but yeah, no, I have not gained any experience today, or since I've been banned. All right, so that's good. So yeah, so hey, Redonkulous, congratulations, level 5. Woo. Yeah. So Uh, yeah, I think you have given that sample of your taste in music, I would say you have good taste in music. um, so uh, yeah, let's I'll just I'll do more things, and then we can test multiple things all at the same time. So I'll add in this ban command. So if com blah 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 bling blah blah. All right. So if comlines ban whatever, so then pdict oh yeah, line 2. Oh right. So if comlines 0 or comlines 1, because the so in this case the command, like the second term in the command is the character name. So if this is in pdict dot keys, then pdict index comlines 1 dot band equals true. We're banning this person. Pdict index comlines index 1 dot band equals true. And we have to create the band folder, the band file. And we will do that by like something like something like this. Band equals true, and then oh yeah, we have to wait, we don't have to do if. Oh yeah, if OS. Wait. If OS. Yeah, no, hold on. Not that. How do we write stuff? Excuse me, because we have to do the make dir thing. Because hypothetically, I can ban someone before they ever gain experience. Your top 3 songs changed since the last time you shared them. All right. I have not heard of Ensiferum. I've not heard of Blind Guardian. I have not heard of Freedom Call. Oh, all metal. Yes, that explains it. I mean, no, I love metal. Metal's my favorite. Everyone loves metal. it's just not music-y. It's not as like when I think of music, the things that metal are not the things that I think of. Like the things that I think of music, when I think of music, are like very different things. Just very different. I I don't know. I it just doesn't feel like I'm listening to anything. Like I'm listening to it and I'm just like I'm like I think to myself like am I supposed to be hearing something? Like is this supposed to register as something to me? Sorry. Um all right, yeah, I'm probably just not listening to the right stuff, right? Cuz every now and again I'll find like metal and I'll like it and I'll be like, "Oh, all right. Well done." But then like I'll hear like people will be like talking and like they'll be like, "Oh, this metal band is so good." And I'll like check them out and then it'll be like, "Ah, what?" This metal band is good. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not qualified to talk about that, so I'll get back to this stuff. Um, so right, when we're adding experience, we have to do the yeah right. So if not exists, make dir, etc. etc. This is the golden thing that I had almost forgot. All right, so what is this about? Oh yeah. That thing. Alright. So pf path player's name. If not OS exists, blah blah blah. Alright, make the directory. Good. And then we open for writing. Baby metal. Baby metal is great. Baby metal is top notch. I'm laughing for a different reason. Go check out Baby Metal. It's really good. I'm not laughing. You're laughing. Excuse me. Um Oh, what metal bands do I know? Um Sunbather? Are they metal? I'm gonna go Sunbather. Sorry. Um, I'm not laughing. What do you mean laughing? Uh, I think you'll know if you've seen Baby Metal. Once you see you probably won't forget it. Not super soon. All right. Sorry. Um, all right. So, yeah. All right. So with pfpath, except it's not exp, it's band.text. Band as pdata. Write. Yeah. So no, we're not writing all that. We're just writing yes. Because that's what band is. Alright. So cool. So now we can ban people through the game. We don't have to go outside the game to ban people. So I'm gonna test this on myself. And maybe on some other people. Possibly on Carl. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I might actually test it on you. Only because I know you're such a good sport. Oh, and actually, while I'm in here editing stuff, so I'm gonna take down the script for a second. I'll bring it back up shortly. While I'm in here, Carl, I'm gonna remember to give you those 5 experience points I owe you. So, witness ye. All right. So yeah, Carl. This is the data file of Carl Jr. No. Of Carl 3551. So as we checked, there were 5 experience points that we owed you, and so Carl, etc., etc. The real Carl, experience points 166 is your current experience, and I'm bumping that up to 171. Right? That's how my math works. Save that, and then yes, indeed. Oh, wait. Shoot, no, I have to change your percentage too, or else it won't. Because I can. Oh yeah, that's funny. I can bump I can bump experience points, but this actually, if I just bump this number, all it does is bump up your influence points. It doesn't actually. Oh yeah, right. That's what, so because that's what I was just about to get to. Because this isn't these aren't this is not your experience points as you know them. This is these are your influence points, which once upon a time in a much simpler world, influence points and experience points were the same. But all right, so now I have to do a little more mathy in order to figure this out. So your level 7 walking stick is your stable data point. So I'm pretty sure that's probably, I haven't reorganized anything, so level 7 is probably the walking stick. I'm just going to double check that. Um, so, so the order walking stick. So this is level 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, well, 7 is the walking stick. All right, so you're level 7 and you're 31.6 roughly percent of the way to your next level. But I need to know what that is. Okay, so equals this minus this equals 37, etc., etc. Excuse me. Level 7. It says you're level 7. It says you have a walking stick. Did you level up recently and just not notice it? Because like, if you said 187, then that means you leveled up within like the past several events. Because the level tier for level 7, you turn level 7 at level 1 when you get 175 experience points. So all right, so what was the percentage? It was like 31.5. Uh, so uh, I'll just copy it verbatim. Might as well get exactsies on this. So copy this. So equals this times this. So 12. You're 12 experience points into this level. So to bump you up 5, then that would put you up to 17 points into this level. So 17. So it equals 17 divided by this, right? All right. So this is your new percentage value. So let's copy this. And not this. We don't need that anymore. So you can see why I kind of wanted to add in a tool where I could do this stuff, where I could do these calculations in a like the nobility points button. You can see why I wouldn't want to do this every time I add in points. Counter monster. Easter eggs are. I don't even mean Easter eggs. What do I mean? Like, all right, so, yeah, right. So level designers have like a toolkit, right? They have like the things that they can set dress with, and I don't have a ton of level design experience. I know it like theoretically more than I know it like practically. I know like the important thing about visual variety is like the degree to which expectations are met or not. So for something that is in order to keep level design more interesting to traverse, essentially what you have to do is you have to give players expectations as to what they can find, and then you have to break those expectations intermittently. If you break them too often, then you're only setting new expectations. Like let's say you're running across a forest, or let's say you're running across like a grasslands, right? And let's say there's a ravine and like a tree. Like if you pass a ravine like every like 80 or so yards, like that might be an aspect of the geometry. And let's say you pass a tree like every like 10 or so yards. No, more like 30 or so yards, let's say. So that's what the player comes to expect. So now if you have a toolkit of like if you have like some extended kit of like what other things could exist, like what other set dressing, like what other features of this level you can implement. I would say use like so like if you have a so like the tree and the ravine were kind of like I would describe them as like base level, like foundation level. Like those are like recurring features. Um, use the rest of your tools like as and I mean this kind of varies like to the extent you have more or fewer tools to work with, but the more tools you have to work with, like use them in as dissimilar ways as possible, I guess. So like t- I yeah, I mean it's hard to say like in the completely generic sense, not knowing like exactly like it'd be harder to give more specific advice in a completely generic sense, not knowing what it is that you're working with. But yeah, if you had like what type of stuff are you working with? Like what type of level are you making? What type of props do you have? What type of decoration and whatnot? Can you whatever? Um, excuse me. Did I save your file already? I must have. The one thing I'm going to do just to avoid rounding errors is I'm going to round up because again it was my fault that you got banned and I'm sorry about that and thank you for bearing with me, Carl. When I thank you for helping me unban you and I'll give you like an extra point or something because of that. So where was your save data file, Carl? Excuse me. Experience. So yeah, it was at 44 or something like that. I'm gonna put you up to an even 5. Uh, I'm only adding the 5 points to uh, your influence points, but I don't know. I think you probably got a couple extra experience points because of that. So there you go. Uh, oh, sorry. I probably tuned out of chat for a little while. I should get better at looking at chat. Sorry, I'm just gonna catch up on chat real quick. Uh, did you ever look up baby metal, Carl? um, Sabaton. All right, hold on. I'll add that to my list of things to check out. Carl says the best metal band is Sabaton. Now when you say Sabaton is the best, have you looked up it? Have you listened to baby metal yet? Because you can't say for certain that they're the best until you've listened to the competition. So who knows? Like who knows? No. Sorry, I just want to really hear your reaction to baby metal. All right, and then we talked about that stuff, and then we started talking about set dressing. Oh yeah, sorry, I do know all the small things. I was like a teenager when that song came out, so I know it by heart, or I did at one point. All right, so 2D randomly generated. Oh, interesting. Um, yeah, so the things that I was telling you, so if it's randomly generated or like procedurally generated, then the things I was telling you about like how you should go about setting the scene, uh, instead you should go about making those the rules about how the scene gets set. So go left and right. Okay. Um, so you cannot use more points, Lauren. If you had more points, Lauren, you would have no clue what to do with them. um, so, yeah. Oh, SQL? Uh, no. There's not a good reason. The reason is that this all used to be way simpler, and it's just kind of grown a little bit. I kind of SQL. Yeah, I probably want to use something like that eventually because I want to put this online at some point, and I need to do something smarter at some point. I don't know. It's worked so far. It's worked fine so far. So this is what I've been doing so far. But yeah, no, I really should be using like SQL or something. Uh, excuse me. Uh, uh, Darn. You're missing out, man. You're missing out. Man, if that wasn't licensed music, I would shut down the stream now and just play baby metal the rest of the day. Or at least until Kara left. But not to say that I'm trying to drive you away. Just that I just wanted to get your reaction. Anyways, all right. So yeah, what was I doing? All right, I was gonna ban. Oh yeah, the script's not running, and that's because I was gonna ban people. Uh, so oh yeah, when I ban people, their face is gonna turn immediately blue. It's gonna turn immediately green. Excuse me. Trusty Bard, you're banned. Ban Trusty Bard. Ban you. Execute commands. Huh. Didn't seem to do anything. Well, though, I guess... Whoa. Wait. Oh, yeah, that must be me. And I'm still banned. I expected this to work, though. Did I not hit execute commands? No, I did. Alright, well, let's see if it made the file. I should have put a print or something to indicate when it had been successful. Alright, so projects, journey, evolved, players, QRST, Trusty Bard. No, it didn't even create the file or anything. That's weird. Ban Trusty Bard. What's not correct about that? Try banning someone else. Carl 3550. Ban. Komega. Super banned. I mean, this is just, it seems like this is just not working, so, yeah. I mean, I will check to make sure that no one, it did get accidentally banned because of that, but it seems like it's just not working yet, so, further research is needed. So yeah, so, actually, huh. Yeah, now that I think about it, this, like, setting band equals true, like, we only do this if whatever, whatever. But this other thing about setting up the permaband file, like, this we can actually do regardless of whether the player is in the player dictionary. Because, like, if the player left before I executed the ban command, we would still want the ban command to get processed. So that's something. Oh, that's interesting, kind of monster. Yeah. You know, one thing you could do that might help there is if you varied up the sizes of. I don't know I don't know if your system allows this, but like if you varied up the sizes of the chunks, like then you could have some pieces that, because like yeah, obviously you're gonna have some like longer stretches that you have to have like continuity in order for them to make sense. Because if you took very very tiny pieces and scattered them about randomly, you'd end up with something really messy and it wouldn't look like a coherent game. But if you do make some smaller sections, then by randomizing together longer, more recognizable chunks, which to be honest they're going to seem a little bit samey because that's how they're made. They literally are the same thing repeated. But then if you add like if you have like so you have the bigger chunks that feel more authored, and then the smaller chunks which maybe don't have as much like cohesive like interest or like you know they don't have like the very like strongly designed uh, feel in a greater context, but will serve to like add a little bit more variety between the bigger chunks. Like that's one way that it gets less predictable. Like it's not, you know, it's not like you walk 10 yards and then, oh, what's the next chunk? You walk 10 yards and, oh, what's the next chunk? there's at least another degree to which things can vary how you approach them. And then what else? What are other ways in the system you described how you could how you could switch it up? Um, can you hmm. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'll think about that one longer. I haven't made a game like that before, so I haven't really thought about that before. Uh, so yeah. Um, while we're thinking about that, let's try and figure out what the heck is going on here. I'm guessing it has something to do with oh yeah, so one of the other things that we can do when we're executing a command is at the end of executing the command we can clear the oh wait, no. Nope. Never mind. Yeah, so at the end of the command, regardless of what happens, we can rinse the text. So there we go. What are you complaining about? Invalid syntax. Oh, whoops, I accidentally nuked the end of that line. Whoops. Alright. Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's alright, so oh cool. Yay, helpful. Being helpful. Yay for that. Alright, so the people I tried to uh ban were Trusty Bard, uh tried to ban Carl. Sort of. I wasn't trying very hard, but I did input that command. No, he's not actually banned. Yeah, it just wasn't working for some reason. I'm thinking it's probably because yeah, Kamega didn't get banned either. I'm guessing it's because like this data isn't matching up perfectly. Oh, wait. Well, there's also this, where I'm not using the correct name. But that's not actually directly related. That's just, that would have gone wrong second. Something went wrong before this had an opportunity to go wrong. And I guess it's fortunate that the other thing went wrong. But, yeah, so, comlines 1. So, yeah, I'm guessing, like, comlines 1, and possibly comlines 0 are not formatting quite right. So, let's see what happens now. Oh, yeah, then the other thing, I guess, I should probably, well, not valid command print either. I don't think we were. At least it didn't stand out to me. So, it was, the first part was evaluating correctly, but then it was saying that comlines 1 was just not in pdict keys, maybe? Like, that's the only way I could really see that evaluating out. Now we should at least see these like new files getting created, and so we can try and figure out what's going on based on that. Yeah, I guess. Uh, how do you lowercase things? Because if I accidentally typo uppercase things, I think I won't get string matches anymore. So I'll need to lower. I might as well just do that manually to buffer against typos. So where am I doing that? I know I'm doing it somewhere. Lower. Alright, yes, just string dot lower. Alright, so where is it doing this? Yeah, right, so context equals blah 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 dot lower. Yes. Save that. Oh, wait a second. Yay, Carl listened to Baby Metal. I could tell. I could tell you listened to Baby Metal when you said they're freaking abysmal. Yay. Yeah, that would be cool, kind of monster. I mean, that sounds cool. Sounds like a cool idea. Yeah, and so the other thing that helps with is that if there are different ways to traverse the terrain, then the terrain can even be the same again, and players can like make it different, make it new again. So like for example, like let's say the player can only jump the first time through, then they have to get through all the obstacles by jumping. But then if in those same chunks, then there were also like hookshot locations, where the players, like once they get the hookshot, they can go through, take shortcuts or something. Then it actually makes the player like happy about going through the same thing that they've been through before, because now they get to do it in like an even cooler way, and they'll recognize what they'd seen before, and maybe they won't even click at first, like, oh, there's a new way I can traverse this. But if you if you give the player enough hints, then that's like a fun thing to discover, and it's a fun way to feel more powerful. It's a way to for your growth to be like registered in the game systems. So I think that sounds smart. Yeah, so uh, should I? Oh, the script's not running. Right, because I brought it down. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens now. I'm just gonna try banning people again. See what happens. So, Trusty Bard, you're banned. Ban Trusty Bard. I probably just forgot to hook up this button or something dumb like that. Ban, you are banned. Oh, error. Yeah, look at that. Wait, what? Exception. Funk. Alright, where is this error happening? Players, Comline 0. Oh, what? Oh, wait, what? Why do you think there's a new line character at the end of that? Huh. That's weird. That would, I guess, explain why we weren't getting matches. It's, oh, I should bring down the script or something. Yeah, I should bring down the script. Sorry. Yeah, so it didn't actually try and make that folder, did it? Yeah, no, Trusty Board. Alright, so it thinks there's a new line character at the end of that for some reason. So I just have to strip the characters, I guess. So strip. Can I just do that? Maybe. Let's see if that works. Run the script. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dog. Then. No, it was weird to me that it was there in the first place. Like, I didn't want to deal with it because I didn't want it to be there in the first. I wanted to figure out why it was being there in the first place, and then have it just not have been there at all. All right, but that works. Trusty Wire is now banned. If Dog then is now banned. I won't get mad with power. With the power. So I'm gonna ban Tom Peach HD. Because it's I'm not actually gonna let an event run, so people aren't actually going to lose experience over it. But yeah. All right, so this banning seems to be working. So now I just have to check to make sure that the data files are getting created and that they're getting created well. So I'm gonna bring the script down again. So I've banned Trusty Bard, so now Trusty Bard should have the banned file. Seems to be well formed. I banned Tom Peach HD, so Tom Peach HD should have the banned file, and it seems well formed. Alright, so now, whenever you run the script, Trusty Bard, Tom Peach, and I should all be banned still. Our bans should Why can't I not speak today? Why can I just, my face just don't working? Excuse me. Yes. That could be true. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't give T Kinter. All right, so Trusty Bard is still banned. That's good. I don't give T Kinter a ton of credit. Like it, I'd file it under like technically satisfactory, not like exceptionally like you know expectation exceeding. Like I with Decanter, I'm usually happy if I get what I expect, and then sometimes I don't. Apparently, like in the case with the extra line break. Um, so, uh, all right. So that's got to be Tom, probably. Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's working. Still, I'm gonna bring the script down again. I'm gonna unban those characters, and I'll put the script back up while I work on an in-game unban mechanism. uh, I'll leave myself I'll leave myself banned for now, just cause why not? All right, so now I'll give Trusty Bard a second so that he can correctly recall the player list. Wow. Look at all these players. Of course we want the player list to get called up correctly. Which it should shortly. I guess I'll start typing, and then, because the unban command is going to be very similar. It's also going to be at this level of indentation. It's going to be an elif, I guess. Yeah, because you can't unban and ban in the same command. If you could, that would be madness. So, comm lines. Oh, I should put in a success message too. So like, I should say, like print, that jerk space, player name, plus dot 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 super band. Yeah. that's our that's our successful ban message. All right, and so then in the case of unban, all right, I can probably yeah, right. So if dog then, yeah, that's the mechanism that we're coming up with, because the original solution for banning players was just to ban them from the chat channel, and that would work. That would or ban them from the Twitch channel. That would ban them from the chat channel, and then or that by that mechanism they would get automatically, they would be unable to participate in the game. The game would not even register them as like being there. So yeah, so then some player who took it upon themselves to bot the game did so from their primary account, and although they were botting the game, which was against a rule that I enforced for the game, they were otherwise an upstanding I won't name names. They were otherwise like an entirely upstanding participant in the chat channel. In fact, they may have later on gone on to become a mod of the chat channel. Yeah, I couldn't, if I ban them, if I just straight up ban them, then like I'd never really be able to know when they came back and know when to explain to them, like, you can't do that. So yeah, so the yeah, so I realized that like it would be helpful. Well, so there were two things that occurred in the same time span. I realized that it would be helpful to have a way to do that, and one of the other things that I'd been one of the other things that happened. Oh yeah, right. I was in the middle of typing an elif, which the thought was not complete. All right. So run script. All right. Yeah. The other thing that actually, yeah. So another thing that had happened previously that I knew I wanted to handle was something. So okay. So I have a mechanism where I can rename characters, but the way I set it up in the first place, I'd have to shut down the script and restart the script in order for their new name to show up. And so someone joined the game who had a name that I did not appreciate as much. Um, it was really like you can have some really offensive names in Twitch, and yeah, um, so yeah, so it occurred to me I needed this new mechanism where it can execute commands while the game is running, because yeah, so I knew I needed a way to execute commands while the game was running, and I wanted this mechanism to shadow ban. So I figured, why not just shadow ban using this mechanism, and we the player's face turns green when they get banned because they literally become a troll. Uh, is what happens. Is what happens there. All right, so I'll let the script run, and I'm probably gonna make a different troll face because that one's kind of just weird and creepy. But yeah, that's gonna be roughly what the final art will look like. And all right, so let's yeah, unban is very similar to ban. The only difference being that instead of setting things to true, it gets set to false, and instead of hmm. Well, I guess how do you delete a file in Python? Because I was thinking I could just set the file to say something other than yes, but then I should probably just delete it. You're having trouble working out who is who. Oh yeah, I wondered about that because right now the names pop up like they're centered. Like Komega is the one in the blue hat. Tom is this guy here. Oh, you probably couldn't see that on screen. Tom is like this guy here. Usually high is this guy here. But I was wondering, like, would it make more sense if I like lined up the front of the name with the character? Because like names are like variable. Whoa, that's not supposed to happen. Wow. Thank you. One. What was your name? One year one MMO. Sorry, your name was long enough that I didn't actually catch the whole thing. But wow, I thought I had spaced the names appropriately so that they should never overlap, but I was apparently wrong. Oh, you know how I can test that? Yeah, I can definitely test that. uh, yeah, everybody plays. Everybody is an adventurer in this game. Uh, um, yeah, so I could definitely change the way the character names associate like the tags. I think so wait, who is it? PS Ping. Sorry, do you is am I pronouncing your name right, PS Ping, or is it? Do you prefer like PSPing or like? Wait, hold on. Let me know how your name how to pronounce. Or if I apologize if I've been mispronouncing your name, but yeah. So the other thing is that like since the game is still very new, like most of the players like look very similar. Like you know, most of the players have like the teal slacks, the white shirt, the brown cap, and so it is harder to tell players apart. I think one thing that'll help with that is that oh yeah, I really got to fix that overlap thing because that's not good. Um, uh, I think the other thing that will help is that once players start to like once players occupy a greater spectrum of the experience range, like once some players have leveled up further and others haven't, then I think it should become a little easier to tell because like we won't all look the same as well. So I think that'll also help. Um, so yeah. um, oh yeah, so we can actually I'll do the names. I'll add the names things to the list in case I forget about it. But we can also do the name thing soon because the next thing that I want to do is the name change command. So once we do unban, I want to do. Oh hey, if dog then. Uh, oh, it's remove. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah. I got distracted, but yeah, that is exactly what I was going to look up. Um, uh, uh, yeah, right. So overlapping names. Right. So after I do unban, then then the next thing I want to do is uh oh, so I don't have to open the file in order to delete it. I can just say uh well, yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to make the dirt either way. And then oh uh mm, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna actually like say just no or whatever because that works fine for one thing. This should work entirely satisfactorily. Uh, all right. Well, I'm willing to give people a chance, but people who are banned usually for a reason. So I can unban a person, but I'm probably going to. There just exists a very strong chance that this person will get rebanned really fast. So with that in mind, welcome back. Usually hi. I think I remember you, and I think I remember why I banned you. So just realize that like I'm gonna like I'm almost certainly going to reban you unless you can demonstrate like uh, that I shouldn't. So something to keep in mind. All right. um, banning, unbanning, all this good stuff. All right. So uh, welcome back. Person name. Uh, uh, to the realm of light and justice. Thank you, Lauren. um, oops, light and justice. um, what? Hey! Oh yeah, if dog then. I was gonna say I've added a sound effect. So now you can tell when a new event begins. um, oh, Carl. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were actually taking off. Yeah. Bye. It was great to have you here as ever. So, I'm probably gonna be streaming pretty much every day this week. So, uh, if you don't see me on New Year's, it's because I tried to stream and then no one showed up because they were all out partying. But if people show up on New Year's, I'll continue to stream. I don't yeah, I at least plan on trying the regular schedule. I guess we'll find out what happens. But yeah, have a wonderful whatever time of day it is where you are, and I hope to see you again. Oh, I know what time of day it is. It's late at night. It's like what, like 1 in the morning where you are. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, crazy person. I'll see you tomorrow. Uh, yeah, right. So we have an audio effect, but now it's on stream delay, of course, because there's that's how audio works here, and so I think the hopefully with the stream delay, you have a chance of still getting the initiative bonus if you act fast, but if you oh yeah no I remember that one. All right, well I'm glad to hear you've learned. Um, I was literally in the middle of saying I'm glad to hear you've learned. I don't even remember how that sentence was gonna go. Like, learned more about what constitutes uh, appropriate participation. I will mention though that like drug references, you're not off to a good start. That's a very terrible direction to go from the start. So you're halfway to getting rebanned. Keep going. It's just one button for me. Um, all right, so yeah, so keep in mind, usually high is you're also making a really strong impression in my mind. So you're not gonna get unbanned again. Like I'm gonna remember exactly why you got banned both times, and I I don't know. You'll just like essentially like wither up and die with respect to existence in this channel. So have fun with that. All right. Unban. So, oh yeah, right. So unban should set ban to false, and then yeah, right. So why was I thinking? I guess yeah. The reason I was just thinking of rewriting it to a different thing is just that um oh hmm. You know what I could do if I felt like it? I could huh. Excuse me. Um, yeah, no, it just occurred to me because I'm using these text files. I could use these. I could use these files to uh, keep track of like why this player was banned or unbanned. How topical. Yeah, right. Instead of just like keeping the text file to say like yes or no, I could just well, yeah, so I guess that would be an argument for deleting the file when the player gets unbanned, because just the existence of the file, instead of the file just saying yes, I could have the. Actually, I guess that'd kind of be an argument for keeping it. Oh yeah, all right. So let's change the part where we read in player data and determine whether their banned file indicates that they're banned or not. So let's say if pdata read no, so pdata, pdata, or let's say lines equals p data dot read dot split on dot split on space character. So if lines if the length of lines is greater than 0 and lines index 0 equals yes, then that means the player's banned. Yeah, because the other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say when we're banning people, so uh, so b string equals yes, yes, and then if com lines we're splitting we're splitting com lines on the space character. So all right, so for I in range com in range 2 no 1 2 2 to length com lines b string plus equals space character plus com lines index I. So it'll just concatenate the rest of the strings back together, I guess. I don't know. I wonder if that works. And so then we won't write yes anymore. We'll write b string. I wonder if that's gonna work. I should shut down the script. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna shut down the script now, and then I'm gonna finish up unbanned. Yeah, actually, no. I guess unbanned is fine. Or no. Yeah, no. I'll do something similar for unbanned. So I'll say b string equals no. And then for comm lines, etc., etc. Yes. The rest of this is the same. So now I can put an arbitrarily long or short message or no message after a ban command, and that way I can remember why the player was banned. I don't know. That idea just came to me all of a sudden. I don't know. I don't know how on earth I thought of such a thing. All right. So yeah. So like if in the case that comm lines is only length 2, then this won't evaluate at all. But in other cases, then yeah, I can add in that message, and I will test that this all works. So yeah, let's was that long enough for the script to be down? I honestly have no clue how long the script has to be down for, so I'll try it. Maybe that was long enough. Maybe it doesn't have to be down very long at all. Alright, so let's ban Trusty Bard. Ban Trusty... Actually, I can try uppercase characters. Trusty Bard for being a jerk. A lot. A real lot. Yeah. So banned. Alright, so let's see if that worked. Alright, well actually the message came through, right? That jerk Trusty Bard super banned. Cool. Alright, good. Oh cool, we did get the player data messages stuff too. Alright, so Trusty Bard banned. Yes, for being a jerk a lot, a real lot. Alright. Good. So now let's unban Trusty Bard and see if that goes away. Unban Trusty Bard because we forgive. Wait, I want him to be on screen when I do this. So I'll just have to wait a moment. Lauren, I'm really glad you have a pet mouse because, frankly, pet mice are adorable. And, yeah. I didn't ban Usually High. Usually High, did you make a bot that just goes to various chat channels and asks them to unban you? Unban you? Is that bot just constant? Because I will ban your unban bot. Don't tempt me. Alright, Trusty Bard. Unban. Yay, Trusty Bard's better. So now, if I look at this, no, because we forgive. Alright, so now, Trusty Bard has a ban file, but, oh yeah, so I also want to, I'll just unban, binary, because power, execute command. Oh wow, I really have to not hit the Excelsior button when I mean to hit the execute command button, because that would be unfortunate. maybe I should make the Excelsior and the execute command button the same button. That way I'll only mess it up if I accidentally typo it. Yeah, I might want to do that. Ah, hey, we got a new follower. Ramstone, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Alright, so, I guess I should check my own, ban file to see if my message came through correctly. Banned. No, because power. Power! Alright. Hey, we got a new follower. Colorus, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. Cool. I guess I'm glad that you guys get to hear the new follower sound too, because previously it was just when I had my headphones on, like it wasn't supposed to just be for me, but then I would listen to my headphones all the time, and only I would hear it. But now everyone gets now everyone gets that same gets to share in that Pavlovian response. So alright, I'm gonna so the script seems to be working okay. I'm gonna bring it down. Do I need to? No, I guess I can leave it up a little while longer. Seems to be working fine. I'll yeah, I think I am gonna merge execute command with oh man. Yeah, I definitely gotta prevent names from overlapping. Because they kind of don't overlap. Like there is tech in there to prevent names that are too close together from showing up at the same time. But I guess I just don't have that distance set correctly. Or I wonder if I accidentally changed something that broke the distance detection or something. Because like that was actually it was surprisingly difficult to get it to work to make it so that like the wrong name tags don't show up at the wrong times. Um, but no, yeah, Gorms. See, like when this character's name tag was showing up, Gorms didn't show up. It waited on his, but it apparently evaluated that this character won year one world RPG MMORPG like wasn't too close, but it actually was because you could just we just a second ago like we saw like this character's name if it had been a little bit longer. And sorry, I'm really bad with names. I can't remember them like a moment after I've seen them, but like if it had been a little bit longer, then they would have overlapped. So I think I just need to up that distance. I think is all that I have to do. But yeah, the next command I want to input or the next command I want to add is the ability to change characters' names, and so yeah, that'll be convenient for testing purposes. I can just go max length. Um, oh, huh. Now that I think about it, like I can change characters' names, but I actually don't want to change. Like I calculated out that the longest Twitch name is 25 characters long, and our font is monospaced, so there's technically like a fixed distance there, and and you won't like there is a maximum length for a character. 1 year, one MMORPG world. That's not even. That's probably not even 25 characters, right? So like names can get longer than that. Um, I mean, the way name tags work now, like you never see a name tag on like the other half of the screen, because like even when people are like super packed in, super close, uh, they still clear fast enough that uh, you know they're not like running off the edge of the screen. So I can definitely increase that distance. I could probably even like almost double that distance. I might literally have to double that distance. Maybe that was my math mistake, is that I accidentally divided by 2 when I shouldn't have or something. um, Actually, that's entirely plausible because I was calculating. Excuse me. I was probably calculating the distance between the characters based on like I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right. Okay. So I want to add in the name change command. I want to put this all as part of the Excelsior button because yeah, yeah. Um. So right. Global event on. Yeah. Right. So huh. What do I want to do with this other stuff? This so there's like a cooldown on that button so that I don't accidentally double click it. I guess I could put that as part of like the create event command. So yeah, the create event command will probably be the else case. Um, well, the create event command could be the else case. Hey, speaking of events. um, so yeah, so if I merge these buttons together so that there's only really one button, then if I accidentally typo one of the commands that I'm trying to input, then that could be embarrassing because I might accidentally create an event with the typoed command. Um, so I might actually want to. I might want to add in like a trailing, or I might want to add in a leading character for the or like I might want to add in a command for the creation of an event. I kind of don't because that's like that's the command that that's the like creating events is like the primary purpose of this tool, and so it should be the thing that I'm using the most. Like changing characters' names and banning and unbanning characters, like that should happen like fairly rarely. So yeah. Um. Hmm. Yeah. Uh. Huh. Hmm. I mean, I can always like do it one way, and then if I, the first time I make that mistake, like switch it to the other way around. Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah, why not? All right, whatever. Hardcore. I'm doing it. All right, so yeah, basically everything that I was doing down here, I can just move up because yeah, no, now the else case is not invalid command. Now the else case is to do the whatever uh, to create an event. So I should indent all of this stuff because this is all now the else case. But yeah, do I? Yeah, I always oh no no. Wait, if not write in? I don't think. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh. Yeah, no, I do always delete the oh, right. That's the one scenario wherein I don't delete all of the text in the box. When clicking this button is the case that it had been a write-in, the event type had been write-in, and I'm declaring the end of the event. So I have to just rinse the box uh, on every other circumstance individually. I mean, not really, but like, whatever. I don't care. All right, I can get rid of the execute command button. I might want to change the Excelsior button back to just Excelsior. Now that it does this as well, but yeah, whatever. All right, so save this, and then all right, so then oops. Uh, uh, wait a second. Oh no. Wait, what? No, wait. This isn't the correct else case. Greater than. Oh. Hmm. Wait. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah. uh, this this else case should all be indented because there's a because I do want to keep the old else case for an invalid command, and now I guess with this system, an event can't be created if it has less than 2 words in it, which I guess should be fine. I can't think of a situation. Oh no, I can think of a situation where, huh? Oh, okay. So, huh? How do? Yeah, no. For a write-in event, like, we might literally only have 2 characters, or I might might have fewer than 2 words. So, uh, I want it to be the else. Hmm. I kind of need this initial else because I'm not allowed to check index 0 until I've guaranteed that the length is greater than at least 1 or equal to at least 1. Because if the length is 0, then index 0 will be an out of range error. Um, but I also, I guess I should. Hmm. I guess. Yeah. I guess. I could just move this out. Uh. Huh. So what if Uh. What if this was like def uh execute command, and oops, and then execute command was like basically all of this. Then I guess that's the convenient way to put this in both of the else cases, is that this else case can be create event, and this else case can be create event. So if yeah, so if, I mean, this one, this should be a really rare case that there are actually fewer than 2 lines, but in that case, like that case could occur, and in that case we would want to create an event. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, congrats to sorry, I was looking at, I just glanced over at my debug output, and I noticed that ESQ official got a level up, but I guess that happened last time around. So it's old news, but whatever. Still cool. So yeah, all right. So I think this is legit. And then so now we need the name change command, and there's already a precedent for the name change command, so that should be fairly straightforward. And then what else? Name change command, and oh yeah, the spacing on the names. So yeah, this should be fairly quick. The time is 7:31. After I implement these last few features, that'll probably be it for today. Just a quick heads up. But yeah, so all right, so elif comline 0. How much experience do you have, PSP? Because you the first level up is at is at 10 experience points. The next one is at like 25 experience points. The next one is at like 50 experience points. It goes roughly as such. So yeah, it depends how many experience points you have right now. Will determine how long until the next one. Alright, so if comline's index 0 equals yeah, you did. Yeah, it happened at the end of the last event. So yeah, I didn't. Well, it should have said it on screen for one thing, and then I did also say it out loud, I'm pretty sure. So, Merry Christmas. Uh, uh, I don't know where I am right now. It's it's been sunset here all day, so I actually don't know where this is, but it's nice enough. um, oh yeah, right. I was working on. Oh yeah. So what do I want the command to be for name change? I'll just say name, I guess. Name. Oh, well. So it occurs to me I need to make sure I don't accidentally start an event with any of these things. So I should probably add in like a special character, like exclamation point ban or something like that. Yeah. Well, exclamation point should be that, or yeah, that's fine. Ah, but I'm gonna probably forget. So which am I more likely to use correctly? Am am I more likely to remember to not start events with the word ban, unban, or name? Or am I more likely to remember to use the exclamation point correctly? Uh, I don't know. Hmm. Well, I guess on the plus side, I could make it so that events are events as long as they don't start with an exclamation point. Um, or whatever character I decide to use as the command thing. Uh, um, so yeah, I probably should use the exclamation point or whatever. And I'm probably gonna mess that up at some point. But I'm gonna mess pretty much everything up at some point because I don't know, my brains. All right, so yeah, right. So I guess the first if, so instead of these like, well, all right. So I guess I don't need these like ifs anymore. But the first if, the superseding if is so if if pev text get 0.1 0.1 if 0.1 or 1.0, excuse me, 1.0 1.0 equals that, then it's a command. Else, so this is the only else case that we actually have to care about for creating event. So we could nah, whatever. Create event. All right. Oh yeah, and so this is the malformed command. So I can put this error back in. Print. What was it? It was like, yeah, invalid command. Context. Plus context. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, so the other cool thing is that we don't have to do the delete thing in all these other cases, because we can just do it once at the end here. Whoops. The end here. And then, right, so that's now... Oh, did I not remember to put it other places? Well, good, then. I'm glad I changed that, because I definitely forgot to put it up here. Anyways, so else... Oh yeah, we don't need this else case anymore. Actually no, I guess actually we can put this invalid command thing as the else case here as well. Just so it's obvious to me if it fails. I'm actually, I guess, maybe I shouldn't delete it if it fails. Yeah, no, I guess I shouldn't delete it if it fails. So, I lied. This whole deletion thing is going back up here and up here. So it'll be in its appropriate places. Whoops. Oh, well, whatever. Alright, so you're right. Okay, so if the name command, in the name command we have to check if com lines, if the length of com lines is greater than, or if len com lines equals 3, because it should equal exactly 3. For the name command, it should be the name command, like exclamation point name space the name of the player, like the player's actual name, space, and then the player's what we want the player's display name to be. So